calendar for a while. Your mindset going into this week?
I probably aren't going to want to hear me say this, but it's the same. It's just the next team. I know it's, supposedly Alabama, hurrah this, hurrah that, but it's just another football game for us, and we're going to attack it the same exact way that we've been doing the whole season. One
guy you guys have got to attack is Tua. How do you handle a quarterback like you?
You just kind of play your game. You don't try to do too much. Don't try to go out the way. Everyone just does their job. You get a good trap around the quarterback. Make sure he doesn't get out the pocket, and then you escape lanes, and then make sure your coverage is just tight, man. You really just got to have A1 coverage and make sure rush and coverage are working together, and just to make sure everybody's on the same page.
The progression of the defense this season and where you're at this point.
It's just full of dogs, man. All the way to the top of the roster, all the way down to the bottom. It doesn't matter who you're going to put out there. We wanted to have a physical defense that runs around, flies to the ball, 11 hats everywhere, and that's really starting to form. And as you can see through these past couple games, that everyone is hungry to get on their field, and it doesn't matter who's out there getting on the ball.
How hard is it to keep this an ordinary week? Do you have to tune certain things out that you normally kind of pay attention to, or is it just something we all do?
I feel like you have to tune things out, but I think people don't realize that, it is just, it's football. As you get later on down the road, you play the better teams, and this is what you've been waiting on. This is what you've been working for all year, so you don't have to really blow it out of proportion. You just treat it regular. You just kind of keep your nerves where they are. And I think when once you can do that, it just shows your maturity as a team and where you are and where you're going to go.
Jonathan, much gets made of the intimidation factor with Alabama. You guys have seen them on the field and all of that stuff, but they've been at the top of the heap for a while. Is there any of that there with you guys? The drawback there?
I don't really see like an intimidation factor. They're another football team that got kids that grew up just like I did, if not better than I did, and it's just kind of crazy. Everyone's like they're the head honcho. They've been leading the pack for a while. They've been playing a good brand of football, and I can't take nothing away from them. But Georgia's going to do that too, and I don't see why I would be afraid of another man. So I don't think anybody on my team is afraid.
Jonathan, what were the lessons learned, the motivation that came out of the way that game ended last year that have maybe stuck with some of you guys in these 11 months since then?
It just helps you grow up. Like I said, those tight games come down to inches. At the least, very, very, very small inches at the end of the game, or even throughout the game, and you just have to seize those opportunities and make sure that they're in your favor and not the other team. And you really just got to do whatever you want and do whatever you can to make sure that they come your way.
There's a big thing about the moment not being too big. Well, you guys have been in this moment before. How much having gone through this before? How much does this help?
That's just preparation. You've seen it before. They play, pretty much the same brand of football that we do. It's, identical matchups, lineups across the board. They've got a great passing game this year. They kind of revamped that. But like I said, you just game plan. You watch tape. They're going to do the same things. I know people are asking them the same questions, and they're going to prepare the exact same way. You just watch tape. You practice on your opponent. You give it all you got at practice that week, and you go out there on Saturday and do your job.
Jonathan, in terms of who and things that he can do, are y'all able to take anything away from playing him in a meaningful type of action last year? Or no?
Yes, most definitely. He came in late in the game, and he made some dynamic plays, and we didn't really game plan last year. We didn't know he was going to be that guy to come in and kind of change the game around. We definitely thought Jalen Hurts was the front runner and the leader for the team, and they always have playmakers on their roster, so we had to be aware of that this year. We had to be ready for anything that they try to throw at us, and just kind of game plan on all ends and just not get surprised by stuff like that.
Jonathan, how tough is your assignment given what they like to do in the passing game, and you want to try to put pressure on, but this kid can scramble too?
I think really just this game, everyone has to be working together and just be aware. I think field awareness is, knowing where he is and, knowing the down and distances and, knowing the situations that you're in as a football team, will help you, and kind of gauge the way you play, during specific plays,
What are the challenges switching from the best rushing attack in the nation last week to one of the best passing attacks in the nation?
You got to hunt, man. You got got to have your pass rushers, on-point pass rushers, but also got to have them, ready to settle it down and not be surprised by anything. It's still Alabama. They're not just going to pass the ball the whole game. They're going to still run. They're an SEC team. They're going to run the football. So you don't want to just necessarily focus on one thing.
And how do you keep your emotions in check this week so you're not worn out by Saturday?
Just take it one day at a time. Just pray to God and just do what I'm supposed to do. Try to lead these guys the best way I can as a senior leader, and just keep everybody calm. It's not anything to freak out over. It's inevitable. Everyone knew that this was going to come up, and we're ready for it. We've been waiting for it the whole year.
Jonathan, are you confident that you guys can affect Tua with the pass rush with 3 and 4 guys, or do you need to bring some extra guys to really get to him and risk big plays in the back end?
I think that we have faith in whatever our coaches call. They got a good game plan for us this week, whether that's 3 guys down, 4 guys rushing, or if we surprise them and do something exotic. I think the guys, whoever in the game is out there rushing, they're going to play and they're going to affect the quarterback.
Is this a better pass rushing team now than it was 3 weeks ago? It seems like, was that more about the opponents or what?
I think it's more the opponents. We had a lot of people, doing a lot of quick game on us and stuff like that, and we've been working on our rushing and trying to get back to affect the quarterback, whether that's batted balls or just QB hurries or just doing other things rather than just getting sacks, because that's not sacks don't always win games. It's just about doing your job and affecting the quarterback. So that's what we're focused on.
Jonathan, I know SEC title's motivation enough, but you guys are like 2 touchdown underdogs, which hadn't happened here the last couple of years. Can y'all use that as motivation that y'all are 4 in the country and people aren't giving you a chance?
That's cool with me, man. I let the people do what they want. I think everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but they're not out there playing the football that we do. They're not out there sweating for their brother, doing it for them. So they don't really understand. That's fine with me, but we're gonna give it everything we got, and I'm confident in my guys and my team. I've been here for a while, and we put in just as much work as them. So to have that is, it is what it is.
I think based on that, some people it's big bag Alabama, but you guys went toe to toe with them last year. Is that kind of mystique gone from that team? It's just another team.
Like I said, you can hype up whoever you want for a fight, whether we get hyped up or they get hyped up. But whoever comes out there, the first punch that's thrown, whoever gets hit in the mouth first, it's a dog fight from there. And it'll be that. And we're ready for it. We expect that. We want it.
How do you handle this week away from the football field when you're walking around campus and going to class and everybody, giving you all the love?
You guys just go to class, man. You guys just keep the main thing. I still got to worry about my grades. We got finals and stuff coming up. It's not always about football. As much as I would like it to be, I still have to go to class and take care of business off the field, and it's kind of a good thing. You don't want to always be so consumed with this that you realize you don't have a life. I'm not just a football player. It is about other things in life. I do want to get my education from here. So you just handle your business like an adult. I think that just is what's expected of you.
You came here. The other students are constantly coming up to you. So,
of course, you have